Hmm. Hey, Stick Zero, hello. Hey everyone. I didn't touch my indie projects for, I don't know, about 3 weeks. And now I kind of looking into my projects and I have no memory in this place. That situation, you know. I changed my freediving application a little bit. Oh, Stefan, hello. I changed my freediving application a bit. That's sure. Of course, I remembered that because I did that on my plane. What's going on? We're missing some history here. Okay, let's fetch data. Something definitely missing here. Hey, yeah, no gardening today. I have vacation from gardening because my wife is on business trip and no one is kind of pushing me to that gardening. Oh, that's freediving computer, right. That's correct. Round timer. Up now. Yeah, this app I definitely updated. Yeah, just a few weeks ago. That's good. I remember that part. I just had feeling that I updated one more app, but I just didn't kind of push it, all the updates. CrossFit rounds. Yeah, I wanted to make new screenshots, but did I add any functionality there as well? Because we need new build for new screenshots, we need new build as well. It seems that I have nothing added here. Working copy. Also kind of nothing here. Synchronization between devices, that is added in April. Yeah, but this is not shipped, probably. Oh, amazing organization in my projects, I have to say. CrossFit rounds, also nothing. No, this one. Yeah, this is not. Those changes are not delivered yet. Okay, fine. Now I know. Strange, right? This is not working. Let me check one thing quickly. That seems correct. Tried to connect with. Oh no, it works. I tried to connect just for fun to the Kick.com as well to see if that is working at all. You know, that new kind of kid in the block trying to compete with Twitch. Doesn't work. reconnecting for whatever. YouTube works, that's fine. Let's stick with that. We'll play around with that kick someday later. Oh, hey Peter, hello. Hey. Hey Tin. Okay, whatever. Now finally I have clarity what I wanted to do. So crossfit rounds, we need to ship, already implemented ship. Synchronization, but I wanted also new screenshots, basically some ASO update. New screenshots, and we need also App Store optimization. App Store, just ASO. Okay, and that's for CrossFit application, and I will not do that today. Also, I would like to add feedback thing, sending to the email. Currently I have in my apps kind of link to the web page, but I move it to the different web page, and basically that I don't have form anymore on that web page, and I have just recommendation to connect to me through email or on social, so that is not cool at all. Come on. Feedback to email we can do today, and also I will just do copy paste around across all the apps. We need that for small habits as well. Maybe also today, and fasting tracker, yeah, as well. How I am? Yeah. Hey Bruno, hello. Yeah, I was on trip in France, vacation, 1 week, and another week. Then I come back. I got busy 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, I changed it. Basically, rebuilt all my website. Decided to create course about indie app development. Basically did a bunch of stuff, and yeah, I was just busy with all of that. Yeah. Hey Axel Pro, hello. Hey Luke, hello. I'm doing great, thank you. I'm doing great, and I didn't stream, but I also didn't work on my indie apps for, yeah, almost 2 weeks, so that was quite a long time. Okay. Planking application, not so important. Hey Sina, hello. Okay. Boom. Daily writing, did that. Feedback email. Update gear page for camera. Oh, actually I did that earlier today or even yesterday. What is this tool that I'm using? That is OmniFocus. Task manager application. Maybe a little bit overkill for personal task management, but I used that application back in my product management days, and then it was lifesaver. Okay, clear. So I will work on send feedback to email thing. Let's start with that snorkeling freediving application. Is it? Oh, it's not visible. No, it will be visible. Yeah. Okay. Preview. Actually, we don't need preview for now. Let's make font bigger just in case you want to see something on the screen. And let's try to build this application to see if I still can build. Good evening, Henrik. Hello. Okay, at least we will have decent, somehow better than before build times, because currently I'm streaming from PC. I was a few days ago I was working and streaming from the same machine, and that was those were horribly long build times. Okay, so currently feedback. In feedback I have a link to the web page, and previously that was web page with form where you could type something in. Currently I moved to the different web page. Currently that is just web page like that, not very helpful. Hey, hello Jay, hello. And yeah, kind of cool to send users to my landing page about newsletter and courses and all that stuff, but not in the case when users come to the application, to that selection in the app to provide feedback, right? So better I will just open here default email application. I have no idea how to do that. I did that, of course, for few apps before, but I have no memories about that. I will just Google how to do that. Is my app is better ranked in my country? I don't know. I started to notice that my apps have good ranking in my country, but in other countries my performance is really bad. I don't think, in my country, I'm living in Latvia, which is cold country. Water is not kind of very nice for diving and all that stuff, because I don't know, it's also cold and dark and all that stuff. So freediving application definitely is not most popular app in the Latvia. So it's hard to say. It's definitely not somehow outperforming other countries, but reason could be that freediving is not a thing here in Latvia. You're just sitting inside and waiting for the summer most of the year. So what's new? Streaming from Mac and PC is kind of new. What got me into diving? I don't even remember. Even in my childhood, I was reading Javiv Cousteau books. I was kind of passionate about underwater life. I liked to dive with mask and all that stuff. I don't know, just all the time. But I never really dived with those. I never did scuba diving. There are no any specific reason. Basically, just I don't know. I never kind of did those trainings. But when I was in Egypt, my first time in Red Sea, I already was able to dive to more than 10 meters under the water, and those scuba diving excursions, what they offered was also up to 10 meters under the water. So I was kind of, why I don't need your compressed air. I can just dive like that, you know. Can you create a demo on Xamarin? Why should I? And yeah, who is using Xamarin? There are a few. Falin using Xamarin. I don't know. There are a few kind of developers who I know who are using Xamarin, but no, I can't. I do not use it. I don't want to use it. So, yeah. What is Xamarin? Yeah. Yeah, I will not like to do that for sure. Oh, actually, you know, let's try one thing. There is ChatGPT app. Yeah, ChatGPT app is available generally, but not in Latvia. Actually, let's go settings. Let's see, maybe talking about ChatGPT. Let's see, can we get away using ChatGPT instead of doing real programming? Okay. Place this is will that work? Message UI sounds about right. I actually sent feedback in another application. Let me compare. Do you know up-to-date all-in-one resource to learn iOS development? Yeah, YouTube is a great answer, but also you can just follow WWDC presentations every year. Apple releasing new stuff and they are covering, and there are two presentations. There is that first WWDC presentation, which is kind of more focused to the press, but second, which is going after that, is platform state of union, which is basically presentation more focused on developers. And yeah, you just check those presentations every year. You will see what is new in Swift UI, what is new in Swift, yada yada, all that stuff, everything. Where's my file manager? Here it is. I guess I implemented that email sending in another app. I just want to compare what did I do there. Probably this one. Basically, we are using message UI probably, right? Let's compare what I did here. No? Nothing? No, not references, text. Yeah, here it is. Localized strings, yada yada, but basically there was quite simple function. Here it is. email body. And basically you are kind of preparing email here. Action to send email. Yeah, stuff like that. Send email function. Yeah, this one. Yeah, looks that I did something similar, yeah. Do you get any job from your YouTube channel to develop an app? No. Is it good source of finding a job freelance work? I don't think so. I don't think so. YouTube channel, go forward, start YouTube channel. I will be happy to see more developers on YouTube, but generally, YouTube is a shitload of work to make YouTube videos. And yeah, no, I don't think so. I got some kind of offers, let's say, for job from Instagram in DMs, but I don't know how good quality those were, you know. And yeah, but nothing. Maybe few kind of questions on YouTube, because on YouTube also that communication is not kind of very easy, because yeah, you can write something in comments, or you can go to contacts, find email, then email to that person. It's not kind of straightforward how to communicate, you know. Nah. Yeah, I agree with this, Dre. Creating content is kind of good way to connect with other devs. For example, I and Jay connected on Throws content, because on Twitch, like streamers, and on YouTube, like YouTubers, we actually never met, but I have a feeling that I know Jay very well, you know, just because of that. And if that will happen, that we will meet somewhere on, I don't know, on some conference or something, that will be you already kind of know that person. You already can come and say, oh, hello, so nice to see you, yada yada. You already kind of feel that you are in contact with that person. So I think that definitely happens. Also, you can use YouTube as a channel to kind of promote something. Yeah, those could be your kind of freelancing services, but then you should think how you will attract and target that audience. If you will make videos about programming, you will attract more like other programmers and will make contacts with them, and that will not help you to get freelance jobs, because rarely programmers are hiring other programmers, you know. Yeah, but yeah, it's possible to get freelance gigs, but I would not say that it is kind of the best way to find job, to make YouTube videos. Being active also, it's not necessary to make videos by yourself. Actually, it was on Twitch live stream. I was asked if I am kind of open for freelance gigs. I said, actually no. And Jay said, oh, I am. And Jay got that freelance gig in that chat. But basically that is kind of being active in community, chatting, all that stuff. When will we stream on Nintendo? Yeah, I don't know, maybe much later today or tomorrow. I don't know, but yeah, I can't stream it now, yeah. You have Xbox and thinking, does it make sense to get Nintendo? I have gaming PC, and also I was thinking, does it make sense to get it? But it makes, because totally different games. I bought it because of Zelda. Okay. Oh, Bruno, you got some money from Indeed. That is amazing. Congrats. That's, you know, the the first dollar on the first earned dollar on the internet is the hardest one. Then you already kind of have that believing in yourself that you see, oh, holy cow, I really can do that. It really works. And yeah, from here, that is just momentum, you know. Okay, I will go lazy way. I enjoy chatting with you, and I will go lazy way. I will just ask ChatGPT to update all that view and add email sending functionality. Let's go for ChatGPT 4. Stuff like that. We'll see what ChatGPT will say. Thanks for the play. Yeah, you're welcome. I was thinking how to promote myself, get first job as employee or freelancer. Making projects on my own is way more fun than joining a legacy project. Well, if you are just starting as iOS developer, I will still highly suggest you to get a job in the company. Why? Because you will grow much faster, because you will work together in team with other developers, and that will help you significantly to grow faster. If you will start with freelancing, you will be just, you know, on your own, and that is not cool at all. It's interesting, yeah, you know, but also there are kind of cons working alone. So here we have replaced button action send email, and where is my send email function? Where is my send email function? Okay, let's copy this. Let's copy this. Let's do some copy pasta here. So changes are, yeah, that's right. Your previous content, that's nice. Okay, this will not work well. Okay, let's be a little bit more careful. I'm not really paying much attention to that, but we should. Okay, this one should be replaced for sure, and we need that function to send email. Feedback, okay. Yeah, that's right. And that send email function. Is that enough? Really? Kind of looks a little bit too simple, but maybe it is enough. Let's see. Let's try. Okay, we need that function somewhere here, probably. Depends on company. You have to get company where you can work and be proactive. Yeah, sure, of course. Agree, totally, yeah. That's very true. But yeah, sure, you have to be kind of careful and picky when you are kind of selecting company where you would like to work, but this should not work on simulator, that's fine. Because simulator doesn't have email client, we will need to test that on device. I need cable, give me a second. Yeah, and also in companies that happens, you know, when you are, I don't know, when you are working in company where you are, for example, the single developer, you know, or you are working together with developers who are kind of working in that company for, I don't know, 10 years and just maintaining some legacy code and using kind of bad practice for making apps and can make more damage for your kind of education than good. So that also may happen. So sure, you should be kind of smart when you are choosing company to which you would like work for, but generally still it is so that you will grow faster working together with other developers. If you found yourself kind of sitting and working on something, doing same stuff every day, I don't know, changing colors of buttons and do not see any progress for months, so sure, jump to another company. Or you can start freelancing. I started freelancing as well because, I don't know, I started freelancing back in 2016 and I wanted kind of hit ground running. I didn't want to go to the junior developers roles. That also could be kind of strange to go from role of head of products in one company to found job somewhere as a junior developer. So that's a very strange career path, right? So sure, I didn't do that. Okay, feedback. Nice. It's opening email. We will need different email, but and in subject, I would like to have app name, something like that. How do you deal with clients' stupid ideas demands? Currently I'm charging flat fee in a month, and I don't give a shit about how smart or dumb those ideas are, you know? Generally, I do not care much about. Because, you know, I don't know, I care to get money in my bank account. Freelancing, I'm doing just because it is relatively easy money. And that's it. And therefore I care. When I'm freelancing, I'm cared about my payroll. Mostly. If customers want to, I don't know, change requirements, develop something, throw that away, develop something else, I'm fine with that. I have no emotional attachment to any code that I'm writing. Do not care at all. Oh, hey Geo, hello. You're doing live coworking? Yes, I do. Working on MVP map and using your MVP 30 days template from Gumroad. Oh, nice. I'm happy to hear that, yeah, you're using it and happy to hear that it helps, yeah. Okay, that's nice. Freelance is freedom. Yeah, I see freelance as gateway drug to the indie app development. App name and version in subject. Oh, what you are already generating? Come on, stop. Oh, okay. Hey Jason, hello. Great channel, thank you. What are your thoughts on devs using one single monitor? I'm reading a few articles on this and find it interesting, thinking of getting the Apple Pro Display HDR. Oh, you are going fancy schmancy. Apple Pro Display HDR is a bit too pricey for me to justify purchase. I have Apple Studio, what it was? Apple Studio Display, yeah. It's already 2K, you know, kind of expensive, but single monitor, I would say that depends on your work style and tasks that you are working on and so on and so on. I need more than one monitor mostly for communication because, you know, when I'm working with Teams and I like to have Slack opened just to see those Slack messages. Otherwise, I'm just not answering those messages for hours. And when I'm streaming currently, I just have stream opened here, all that stuff, you know. I have another screen here below the camera. I have MacBook opened here and iPad opened here. I would say that one display helps to be more focused for me. If I want to go kind of full focus and kind of just, I don't know, if I'm working on some hard deadline and I'm pushing myself, then I'm just working from MacBook and using it in single application mode, you know, opening Xcode and yeah, working. To have some second monitor for documentation or design examples, all that stuff, that kind of helps, but I think it is not necessary. On 32-inch 6K screen, you anyways will have space for that. So yeah, I don't think you need a lot of monitors to be productive as developer. I think one good monitor is fine. That's different when you are streaming. If you are streaming, I have all the time. I have kind of messy setup with many monitors, mostly because of streaming. Without that, studio display and yeah, MacBook would be enough for me. Yeah, this will work. Save a bundle name, something like that. Sure, looks correct. I have to say that I like this lazy approach for programming. You should kind of understand what you're doing, right? Sure, but I don't know. I already kind of implemented that email thing once in that previous project that I opened. I could easily kind of find that as example somewhere, I don't know, Stack Overflow somewhere else, but I don't know, the ChatGPT thing helps quite a lot, you know. So, especially in environment like that when we are kind of chilling. You're not moving your mouse. What do you think by not moving? I'm moving it. It's kind of moving kind of quickly. No, it's not. I have a trackball mouse as well, but I'm not using it today. How this trackball mouse, it is M575. It's kind of okayish mouse. Oh, super chat. Thank you very much, Rocky. Appreciate that. I love your content. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. It's really nice to hear. Yeah, I appreciate your donation. Thanks, and really appreciate that feedback. It's always nice to hear that videos are interesting and useful and inspirational. Yeah, mouse. This one, I have this one with trackball. I'm using it time to time, but that scrolling with the trackball sometimes gets annoying. And this another, also known as Drunk Shark mouse, but Logitech names it MX Vertical. I'm a bit afraid of what ChatGPT will do to junior devs. Stuff being hard to find and learn sometimes helped out with me getting better in general. Oh, I absolutely agree with you. That programming style that I'm doing right now, when I'm just lazy copy paste from ChatGPT, that's fine for, I don't know, situation like we have now. When we are mostly kind of chatting for fun and also doing some work in parallel, and generally I kind of know how to implement email sending, or I could figure that out from documentation and did that before. If I would be beginner, sure, I should kind of focus on the task, look into the documentation, kind of figure out, try to implement that in different ways, make mistakes, solve problems, because that is how we are learning, definitely. Oh, Rafael, hello. Happy Friday. Yeah. Hello, Rafael. I wish they added trackball to that one. Yeah, to that vertical? Yeah, maybe. Version, yeah, that looks nice. Here we will go for email, we will still go with iOS. Hit the like button. Yeah, indeed. Guys. Okay, let's go with iOS to iOS Mayors, that will be fine. And basically, if this will work, this should work, I will just copy over to all the other projects and we'll use that from now. Okay, let's build and run that on device, because on simulator email sending doesn't work. What's your favorite database and database ID? I'm hearing I should use posts and well, let's start with things that I am doing iOS development all the time, and my mantra is to avoid backend if that is possible. So therefore I'm going for core data with CloudKit, because that's just provided by Apple. If that doesn't work, I would look for something like Firebase. I used that before. I heard also that Subbase is popular, but you are asking more about kind of in deep, details. MySQL versus PostgreSQL and so on, and ID to work with it. Frankly, no, as a programmer, I am going deep in database very rarely. Yeah, because I'm, again, mobile apps, and I'm trying to interact with them through APIs and all that stuff. I used databases more when I was back in my product management role. Then our kind of database was, then we were running on the MySQL for all production, all the environment, and I just made queries to fetch data for my kind of analytics to see how devices are working, what problems we have, all that stuff. I'm talking about payment industry currently. So yeah, that's my experience with databases. If you're looking at standard office hours, we have a working Saturday tomorrow in Latvia. So this Friday is not so happy. Yeah, that's true, but not for me. Because I'm not working for Latvian company. Yep. I'm excited about Final Cut Pro on iPad. Kind of in theory, that's cool to have it. I don't like, you know, I can say I didn't dig much in that. I didn't even watch any video. I just checked that my 2020 or 2018, I don't remember. Basically, my iPad is the last one before M1 chips. So Final Cut Pro is not running on it. That's one thing. Another thing, and likely I will go and buy another iPad just to be able to use Final Cut Pro. And maybe I would do, but what I don't like that you are not able to jump in between iPad and MacBook. I would like to kind of start working on iPad, then jump to the MacBook when I am at home, then again kind of continue that project somewhere on the go. I could see myself in situation like that, but as I understand it, that is not an option. So yeah, I don't know. For you, for sure, that is no-brainer. You have to get it and make a shitload of videos about that. For me, I don't know. I just know it is possible to build iOS apps, iPad apps on iPad as well. There is that playground. Basically, you can start application on iPad, you can build it to some limits, and you can transfer it to the kind of on Mac and keep working on it using Xcode. But I don't know. I used it for 2 or 3 days for one project just to make up, to test, to play around with it. But functionality is limited. You can't use multiple kind of things that you have on Mac. So I could not work, for example, on these applications that I'm building right now. I could not work with this application on iPad. So doesn't make sense. So I feel the same about that Final Cut Pro. Not sure about shitload, maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know better what audience you are going for, what your audience wants, and so on. But I think that there could be that could be a big chance to kind of get a lot of new eyeballs on your channel, kind of going with that. But yeah, I don't know. I made with that programming on iPad. I also did 1 video and 2 or 3 live streams. That's it. Okay. Does it works now? Feedback, opening. Oh yeah, that works. So I have, I don't know, is it in focus? Oh yeah, it is in focus, but you can't see anything. Is it better now? Yeah, better a little bit. So yeah, we have in subject we have snorkeling as app name and also app version 4.11. Cool. That works. That works. I would like to change little bit that message. Let's go with support. then 4, then we will go with app name, and then we are going with version. Why we have this thing here? We don't need it here, but we need it. Like that. Also should work. Let's test. Yeah, Kick live stream somehow didn't start. Whatever, that doesn't matter. I just wanted to test it in parallel, but doesn't work. Do not worry about that. Okay, now we have support for snorkeling, version 4.1111, whatever. Yeah, that works. I'll send that email. Will I get it in my inbox? Let's check my inbox. I do not see it yet. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So I got. And now I will be able to sort them by subject, and yeah, that's fine for now. I will say that's good enough for commit. Of course, we could kind of move that to another kind of file and yada yada, but that's how many additional 5-10 lines? Nah, let's keep it here. Hey Hamoudi, hello. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Hope you are doing great in this Friday night or evening. Whatever it is in your time zone. Wrong project. Just at work. Oh, still at work. Okay. Okay. So have a great day at work. Email sending. Support email sending. I want to know that all the programming languages are needed to learn for app development. Sure, I had a chance to learn plenty of programming languages in my lifetime. Starting from basic on my ZX Spectrum, but what I'm really using day to day in my day-to-day job, that is Swift and yeah, Swift and Swift UI. Okay, UIKit as well. But Swift UI and UIKit, those are more like libraries. Those are not programming languages. Oh, thank you, Hamoudi. Thank you very much. I appreciate your super chat. Thank you. So yeah, you don't need much. I'm seeing, you know, those tweets. Sometimes my programming stuck to make my SaaS business, and web developers usually listing plenty of, you know, databases, what else, not frameworks, all that stuff, you know. Programming languages are still coming. Yep, there always will be new programming languages, but you just should pick some set and use it. That's, you know, the same like speaking languages. I'm speaking 3 languages for now. That's kind of enough. I'm thinking about picking one more, Spanish, because it's kind of popular, and I don't know, there are plenty of countries where you can use it, you know. The same is programming. Of course, you can learn a shitload of programming languages, but what's the point, you know? And you have to use them to kind of to know them. For example, I know Russian quite well, but I'm not speaking often Russian anymore. And yeah, when I met my old friend who is speaking Russian, and I recognized that I have a bit kind of not I will not say I have problems speaking Russian. I can still kind of speak Russian fluently, at least on the same level like English. But yeah, I had to kind of look for words, and sometimes I accidentally use the English words instead of Russian words, you know. So the same about programming languages. You can learn a ton of languages, but you will forget them anyways. What languages do you speak? I speak Latvian, that's my native language. Obviously English, and I speak Russian as well. Those are languages which I can use fluently. Sure, I can pretend that I know German or something, you know, I know a few words there and in other languages as well, but fluently I'm speaking 3 languages. Thinking about learning Spanish. So, do we need something else here? Actually, I could... Actually, I could release this. Let's try to go through onboarding. Oh, actually, no, you know, I will just go over all the other apps and we'll change the same thing in all my other apps while I still didn't forgot that. We know we need that in habits app, and we need that in rounds timer app. Are you looking forward to WWDC? Sure. What would you like to see? Also, why did you pick iOS and not another platform? Yeah. What I would like to see? I would like to see kind of little bit some artificial intelligence from the Apple side as well, but I don't really expect that I will get anything, because I think that Apple is kind of playing safe here. And also I think that they are working on that augmented reality, whatever they are making. So I do not really expect to see something for artificial intelligence, but that could be nice. That's if you are asking what I would like to see. Another thing that we could hope to get, and I am looking forward to see, is kind of Swift UI wrapper for core data. Because, I don't know, core data is very old and it feels very kind of Objective-C. And yeah, there is no kind of good, easy way to communicate with it through Swift UI. Sure, you can use it, you can implement that works just fine, but it's kind of, I don't know, I have to Google every time when I'm kind of adding something to the core data, even if I implemented it in multiple applications. It could be nicer if that would work something like similar to, for example, like Realm database works. It's much easier, syntax is much shorter. And why I choose iOS, I like Apple ecosystem. My kind of end goal was, when I started to build iOS applications, my end goal was kind of earn money and live from my own applications. And that is kind of not easy, but doable in iOS kind of ecosystem, because App Store market and Google Play, of course, as well, That probably is biggest market in the world in the human history so far. The biggest amount of buyers. Competition, of course, is high, but if you can build decent application, you can make living from it. And yeah, I'm making something around 2,500 in monthly recurring revenue from my own application. So that's kind of decent. That's you can live from that money in Latvia. That's not my only job, but that's totally cool for side gig, you know. Yeah, that's basically why. I see Flutter is doing great as for both iOS and Android development. Your throws. My throws are Flutter is not doing great. Flutter is doing decently well. Do you develop for iOS or Android also? I'm building only iOS apps. Because Android market, yeah, technically there are more devices in Android market, but Android users are less willing to buy applications. I'm building my business by kind of selling my apps, and iOS users are more open to pay for the applications. And yeah, there are more Android devices generally in the world, but most of them are old devices and most of them don't have any single paid application on them. If you are looking on paying users database on those who are ready to pay for the applications, then iOS devices are winning here. What are recurring costs like for databases? I don't have any expenses on databases. That you have with your apps that gives you that 2.5 MRR. I don't have any expenses on databases. I'm paying for some services. For example, I'm paying for App Store optimization service. I'm paying for revenue cut. But I will say I should kind of make math and put that together. But I will say that maybe a few hundred euros in a month, but most likely less than that. For revenue cut, I'm paying something like 20 to 30 euros in a month. App figures, that is another 35, 50 euros, something like that. Basically less than 200, I will say. Hey, Hesam, hello. Could you have a career doing only iOS apps? Sure you can have a career, of course. Oh, Ben, hello. Hey, Ben. I'm doing well, thank you. Glad to see you on the stream. I just started learning Java. I did Java 6 years ago. Oh, I learned a bit of Java back in 2015, something like that. Yeah, I still have the Java book, and I took an online course on Java, but I never really kind of applied for a job as Java developer. Your throws on Java? I wasn't really happy to write manually all those setters and getters for all the kind of functions. Probably that is solved for a while ago, but that was my kind of one thing that I really didn't like. Yeah, but I don't know. I built few applications on Android using Java as well, but again, my experience was back in the days that it was Eclipse programming environment for Android. Didn't like that really, so I liked Objective-C and iOS development more. And when Swift was released, then that was no-brainer to jump on iOS development. How do you feel being a developer in Apple ecosystem? I enjoy that, Hassan. I really like that. That's why I am not looking around to get anything else to start. I'm not interested in building Android apps, nothing, you know. Yeah, you're welcome, Gio. How are you generating leads other than YouTube? Leads for what? For freelance jobs? If you are asking about freelance jobs and leads for freelance gigs, my current customer reached out to me and asked if I can work for them, and that happened on January last year. So, and I'm working for that customer more than a year already. So I'm not looking for freelance jobs very often. That is a relatively big ongoing project. Basically, that is kind of product based. No, basically, we are working on product for the company which they are using. That app is as a part of the product. And yeah, I didn't look for any other new job for more than a year. And even I didn't look for that one. They are just was my past customers, and they reached out and asked, "Oh, could you come to work for us again?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, sure, why not?" Neutral here, web developer. Okay. Hi, Anna. Hello. Nowadays, React.js is very popular. Yeah, I know. I started in 2015. Android development has become way more stable. Yeah, I believe it is better. Yeah. Yeah, but drone mesh. If you are kind of curious about what I use it for freelance jobs and all that stuff, actually I have a video about that. On my beginning of my developer's career, freelancing career, I was kind of way more active, and I was looking for jobs, and I have a video about that, and there was one live stream, about hour-long live stream, but I edited it to something like 10-ish minutes, something like that. Freelance, 8 minutes, yeah. This video I will send a link to you. That was about an hour-long live stream. Here is link somewhere to the live stream as well. Yeah, maybe not. Whatever. Basically, that is short version of that video. In this video, we kind of discussed it. I covered all that I tried, what was working for me, what wasn't working for me. Basically, check out that video. That will be kind of my answer, what I think you should try to get leads for iOS development. It's just happened for me that I didn't look for jobs for last 3-4 years. They are kind of coming to me, and all of them are long-term contracts. What's your view on money and happiness? How much is enough? I am up to my neck in work as both salaried and freelancing, and make almost $500,000 per year. But my wife says I work too much. Probably your wife is right. I'm making fraction from what you are making. I don't know how much in a year I'm making. Maybe 100K, something like that, from different revenue sources. And I am living relatively chill life. For me, I have enough money. I'm making definitely more than half less that you are making. I am happy. My wife is happy. And your wife definitely is right. Yeah, sure. You are living in US, life is more expensive if you are living there, and I don't know, all that crazy expenses on insurance and all that stuff. But just think about that, like you are just selling your life. That's literally happening, you know. You're working on your day job, you are freelancing, basically you are selling your life hours away. If you really need, if that money is necessary, to be frank, it is not necessary, you know. If you will live in Thailand, you can live, I don't know, till the end of the end of your days on 1 year salary, you know. Everything is relative. But if you're asking this question, probably you're already working too much, you know. Do you offer work for mid-levels? I do not offer work. How much you spend on your setup? Not too much. I don't remember. Like last time we counted something like 20,000, something like that. But a big expense, for example, is camera. Camera is around 5K, 2.5K for camera, and lens is also about 2K. So it's okay, let's say 4,000 it is for camera, 2,000 it is monitor, 3,000 it is MacBook, so it is already 5, 9, okay. iPad, another 1,000, it is already whatever, 10K, you know. Hey Marty, hello. Long time since I watch your stream. How are you doing? Still freelancing? Yeah, still doing freelance, 50-50 freelance and indie app development. Which camera are you using these days? Currently I have Sony, I just upgraded. I have EOS R. Yeah, I had EOS R, I sold it. With that R6, with R6, so what will you get with R6? With R6 you will get 10-bit colors, little bit colors, and but if you are recording in studio most of the time in controlled light environment, you kind of do not care much about that those 10-bit colors and little bit better dynamical range. And R6 is great, but big con why I didn't get it. I had 15 to 35 millimeters f2.8 lens, which is amazing, but I didn't get that R6 camera because it has this wobbling in the corners when you are kind of doing that vlogging style videos, and I am doing that type of videos as well, you know. So R6 just wasn't good option for me, and I switched brands. I moved to Sony, and I got Sony Alpha 7 IV, which is nice hybrid camera for photo and video. And yeah, and also I got the same 16 to 35 millimeters f2.8 lens, which is nice for vlogging because you can open it wide and you can still zoom in. But Sony, what is good about Sony, you have kind of different lenses available, you know. Yeah, Ben, Alpha, no, not R4, but Alpha 7 IV, because R series, that is like more photo oriented, and S series is video oriented, but just Alpha 7 is a kind of a hybrid camera without R. And Sony has very nice lens. What I like in Sony is they have kind of more lenses available. Sure, you don't need many of them. Where it is? Ah, behind me. Found it. This one, for example, 20 millimeters 1.8 f1.8 lens. That could be really nice lens for just streaming, you know. This one I can zoom in, but you don't really need that on streams, you know. Names are terrible for cameras, yeah, indeed. So I got this one lens that could be just fine for streaming, but I had a chance to get that 16 to 35 for 1,000 euros used, so I got that as well because I can, when I'm kind of going for trips, I can get that, just that one lens. So yeah, depends what you do. If you are just recording your for your videos for your how it is named, not channel but video license, the R6 will be great, but EOS R is good as well. R6 will be much better, sure, but I don't know, on live streams the difference, to be frank, is not so big. I just wanted to spend money on new camera and, you know, all that stuff. Yeah, and a screencast, yeah, but I was thinking how to name it. Yeah, everyone basically, Ben's and screencasts are amazing resource for learning. Get the subscription for at least 1 month and learn. There are few things. There was what I really enjoyed. There was about videos about testing, and there was videos about solid principle in iOS development. That was really great lesson. Just for that one, you just go over, just take, I don't know, just take subscription for months, take that one course, learn that, stay if you like it, recommend that, but yeah. What else do we have here in chat? What is costing of living in your area? If you're making 100K, I'm not saying that I'm making 100K, I'm saying kind of, whatever, approximately, you know. But I'm living in Latvia, that is European Union, but kind of a relatively poor country in European Union. And in Latvia, average salary in Latvia is something like 1.3 thousand euros in a year. Oh, sorry, in a month. 1.3 thousand euros in a month. And if you are making, I don't know, more than 2-3 thousands in a month, you are kind of living quite well per person. Your setup lighting looks nice. Oh, thank you, Ben. Better 4K, sure, yeah. The con on EOS Air was that 4K, crop on 4K, yeah. How much one up? Didn't understand that one. How much hours per day you are spending on studying and development altogether? Oh, it's hard to say, you know, because I don't know. I should start track time again. I did time tracking, then I was able to answer this question, but most of my time when I'm awake. MacBook Air M2, 8GB for Xcode. 8GB is wrong here, Mihai. You need 16GB for that MacBook, and if you can afford 224, thank me later. MacBook Pro M2 30. MacBook Pro M2 keeps that machine. I don't know why they made it. Air has nice new kind of design. I will buy Air. I don't know why they released that MacBook. Probably they have some touch bars left, which they should sell. I don't know any other reason for that. Get Air, but get that Air with 16 GB of RAM. Could you recommend the Apple display? Yes, I enjoy it and I like that I bought it. Are you still at the 12 to 6 AM sleep schedule? Yes, I'm waking up at 6, but I'm trying to get into bed earlier, from 10 to 11, something like that. I'm trying to get more hours of sleep. 7 hours of sleep. Hey Anche, sveiks. I have my first revenue cut invoice coming in the next couple of days. I never been so excited to pay an invoice. Yeah. Oh yeah, Peak. I understand you very well. Especially if that first invoice is because of those 10K. The 10K limit. I'm making less than 10K from my apps, but I'm paying that invoice because I have higher kind of that plan, not basic, but with reports and all that stuff. Okay, back to our copy pasta. So let's copy pasta do for that settings. Do we have settings screen in this app? We should. Watch up now, but shared managers, views. Oh, actually I don't have settings in this. I have tab settings, timer view. Nice, we don't need settings in each and every app. Okay. Next one. Mini habits. Yeah, in this app we definitely have settings. Not the 10K. Okay. Because you're on starter plan also. I'm also happy with revenue cuts. They are doing great job. Yeah. Got to run. Yeah. Nice. Thanks for coming. Yeah, Ben. Have a great day. Settings view. Okay, here we are. We'll need our function. Oh my gosh, this could be refactored for sure. Hey Justin, if you remember, I mentioned last month that I had just gotten my first dev job after 5 months of practice. Yeah, I remember, that's huge success. Just wanted to throw an update and say I'm absolutely loving the job. Amazing, amazing, great. Yeah, that's getting job in 5 months, that is amazing, great success. And I'm happy to hear that you enjoy it, yeah, that is going well, yeah. Good evening, can you tell us how do you stream the audio or what is your mic setup? Do you use software or some hardware processing the audio? Currently setup is very simple. This microphone is USB microphone. It is connected to the USB switch, which is key VM as well. By pressing button, I can connect that USB switch to my MacBook or to my PC. Currently it is connected to PC and this is connected as a USB microphone. When it is connected to the Mac, then if I want to stream from Mac, I'm using Loopback. Yeah, Loopback audio app. This one. And then I can kind of do whatever I like to do with audio. But currently I'm streaming from PC. And that is kind of a bit more handy because I can use all the power of MacBook to copy paste those few lines that I did so far. How do you find the other SaaS products? I find them very pricey for the benefit they provide. That's a very abstract question, you know, depends on project, depends on product, depends on value that is provided and so on. I don't know. I think that we all are in the open market, and if our prices are okayish, if market is still ready to pay that price, and if that SaaS is not out of the business yet, then we are good. That product is okayish, you know, I don't know. Something like that. Very lazy copy pasta programming today, but whatever works. We have more time for chat. That's fine. Okay, we'll need the same button. Boom, boom, boom. Feedback somewhere here. Yeah, here it is. And let's test this on device. Once I sort of settle into the job, I'd like to start freelancing on the side. What will you recommend to look into to start down that path? I will say also when going down to that path and iosdeveloper, do I need to learn about setting databases? About databases, if you are going to freelance and if you are doing small MVPs for customers. Quite often those customers will not have their own kind of backend, all that stuff. And basically they're looking for all-in-one solution, and then you probably could use something like Firebase, something like that. Nothing like kind of building custom backends for each and every project, but something like that. But my suggestion is, Justin, I will suggest you, instead of working, why? I don't know, there is always question, why would you like to start freelancing? But because freelancing is not bad, that's cool, because you can work on your own terms, you can productize your services, all that stuff. But I just wanted to kind of point out that building your own apps, your own products in long term could be way more beneficial, So maybe think about start to build your own indie projects. If you need money for something, if you're saving for something, if you want to kind of make big amount of money quickly, then kind of quit the jobs and move, I don't know, somewhere, I don't know, stuff like that. Yeah, kind of, yeah, but otherwise, I don't know. If you don't really kind of need money, and by need I mean that if your kind of basic, all the costs are covered from your salary, most likely you're fine. If you just got your first iOS kind of role, most likely you're earning much more than you earned before, Probably you kind of jumped from zero to something good, I will kind of focus on indie app building. But that is recommendation from someone who is already kind of doing that, But I'm doing freelancing as well. I just do not see kind of big value in that trading time for extra money. Because you always can earn more money when you needed it, but you never ever will get time back. Time is very, very important resource. You should use it very, very wisely. Plenty for my bills. It's more for fun. Yeah. If it is more for fun, that making your own apps will be more fun, can be way more fun. And that will help you to kind of move to the more passive revenue. That is not 100% passive because you still have to maintain those apps and so on, but you are not trading time for money anymore, Yeah, exactly. As Raphael saying, goal is to work as less as possible and make as much as possible money. Oh yeah, that's also very true. It's easier to make an extra 10K than it is to save 10K. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, that's the interesting thing, and I agree with that, yeah. Yeah, Justin, yeah, definitely. Think about that because, yeah, if you are just doing that for fun, building your own applications, that will be definitely way more fun because then you can choose whatever you would like to build. WWDC is coming just in a few weeks. We will have WWDC. Take a look on what Apple is presenting, all the new APIs, all the new stuff. Pick something that you like work on. Most likely you will be not able to work on that thing in your main job because you are supporting older iOS versions, but by working on that new thing, you will learn kind of things that you can start using in the future, and you can build your own projects, and you can start to earn some money from your own apps, Doable. That is definitely doable. Okay, here we have quite a lot of changes, which should be nice to deliver. Mm-hmm. Okay, actually, you know, let's ship this one. Here I need only to ship new version because there are few changes. Not only kind of email sending thing, but also I did user interface changes for just for opacity on one screen. That's it. Yeah, exactly, Justin. Why not? Definitely, yeah. Definitely go for it. That's a great idea. Did you post that project on Discord as well? Sorry, I just don't remember. Was that you? Most likely. And I think that is great idea for the project. What's happened here? Compiler. Yeah. I remember that project. That's amazing idea. Sure. I think you definitely should move forward with that project and yeah, release it. And think what could be some premium features behind paywall. Sure, why not? Definitely go for that. Huh. What's that? Why do we have error here? That's not really kind of error, but what's wrong with that upgroups? Upgroups is not critical for it because upgroups doesn't work anyway. Anyways, I added those for synchronization for user defaults, but that doesn't work anymore. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that application should be released for free. Those times when you were able to release application as a paid app are gone. You need to release it as a free application, freemium, and have something behind paywall. For sure, go for that. And yeah, when you will release this application in the App Store, you can expect to start to see some feedback from users. Again, more ideas for how to kind of what else they like to see. What is going on here? Why we are getting why it runs just fine, but I can't archive it. Yeah, Apple glasses, exactly. That's great thinking. Yeah, exactly. That could work for Apple glasses as well. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. That's good. Let's try if that will crash one more time. What services do you use to find flights, hotels for a trip? For hotels, I'm kind of boring. I'm just going for booking usually. I do not use Airbnb anymore. Used that before, but for hotels, I'm very boring. That booking, and for flights, I'm using Google Flights. But often I'm just looking into the local air company, Air Baltic, because it's kind of direct flights from Riga to some destination point without connected flights. Yep, that's it. Nothing fancy. Because I'm living in kind of small country with small airport, and so that doesn't make sense to kind of compare plenty of planes, plenty of options, and I'm usually trying to fly direct flights just because there was that after COVID problem with all the in all the airports. That is one of the big reasons why I kind of didn't want to have any connected flights. But now also, usually if I'm going for short trips, then direct flights are better, you know. That's about it. Have you ever developed front-end applications? Oh, Nikita, that depends what you mean by front-end, because iOS kind of app, you also can say front-end, right? But if you are asking about specifically about front-end in web development, then no, I didn't. Struggling with navigation bar, title, display mode with navigation stack tonight. Changing the display mode in a child view also changes it onto the parent view. Yeah, that's kind of tricky, but probably I don't know, you most likely already tried that, but you can do something for navigation on Appear. Sorry if you already tried that multiple times. Okay. I have no idea why I don't like to build. Let's try any iOS device. Archive. Will that build now? But yeah, navigation stack is new thing. I just used it in one application in my Apple Watch app for that fitness timer. That's it. Why it's still what the hell is that? Lovely error message. Okay, let me do clean build folder, kill Xcode. Yeah, stop all the tasks. Sure, we need to clear derived data. That's kind of how to recognize another iOS developer. Another iOS developer most likely have also maybe developer. Come on. Maybe developer folder on the sidebar for Finder, but definitely should have derived data folder here as well. Probably I should create some shortcut action which will go and clear it. That's actually a good thing. I should do that. Derived data folder, yeah, take it. You should have it. Probably that should be possible to make some kind of shortcut. A rocket sim. I heard about that, but never ever tried to use it. Okay, let's try to archive it one more time. Okay, fetching packages, fine. Rocket sim up. Yeah, Ah, that was simulator on steroids, something like that. Rocket Sim. This one, yeah. Enchanting Ice Simulator. Compare designs, show rollers and grid. Quick actions. Organize and launch universal links, deep links with ease. Oh, that's interesting because I'm implementing deep links currently in the one of the apps in customer app. Download now. Get in-app purchases. How much it cost? Oh, hey Michaela. I saw a notification about your stream, but I wasn't able to jump on it. A few steps away before start will email address. Do we really need email address? Select Xcode. Do I have multiple Xcodes? Probably. That may happen. Where is X? Who knows alphabet? Oh, here it is. No, I have just one Xcode. Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do that later. Continue. 1 year, 250 per month. That's fire. Wait a minute. Monthly it's 7. Yearly it's 250 per month. Billed annually, that is how much? 225, something like, and that's fine. That's fair price. Yeah, 30 euros. Okay. Let's give it a try. Authentication required. Okay, 3D secure. Of course. Let's do that on stream. Share all the banking information right here. Okay. Let me do all those 3D secure actions. Where is my authentication? I didn't get it. Where is my banking app? Here it is. Come on. Do that. Somehow this application notification didn't go through. Okay, it seems that I will be not able to subscribe to it now. Okay, whatever. Not so critical. We can do that later. Or maybe one more time. Maybe second time will be successful. Authentication required. Okay. Contacting contact card issuer. Got it. Notification. Yes. Confirming. One more authentication. Come on. I can't say this purchase flow is very smooth. But that's App Store, that's not app. Okay, I confirmed it. So we still have the screen. Nothing changed. Should I hit one more time? Start material. Okay, I will say one more time, start free trial. Okay, you are currently subscribed. Yes. That's true, I know. Something went wrong. But I just need to kill the application and then reopen it, and probably that will be fine after that, hopefully. Okay, here it is. Settings. Am I subscribed? Companion. Probably. Yeah, Swiftly was out of this application. Yeah, sure. I know. He's content creator as well. He's working somewhere in Wire, something payment related. Ours now has 20 charge. Yeah, probably. I don't know. It seems that I got access to it. Touches, device bezels. Oh, that's device bezels for screenshots or what? Or is that here to see them? Okay, I do not see touches here, but probably that's for recording. Okay, whatever. Let's not be distracted about that. I just bought it now because otherwise I would forget to do that later. Okay, did we succeed building it? For screenshots and videos. Yeah, that was my quest as well, to add those bezels to the screenshots. That's amazing feature because it is without the remove watermark. Oh, I can do that, so probably I paid at least once. Oh, that's cool to compare something. Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's for designs, for pixel peaking, increase contrast, off on labels, grayscale. Oh, that's cool. You can do all of that in your apps. Yeah, nice. Archive filed again. Why do you do that to me? Okay, here is log. Okay. Pass. Oh, I had question about that front end, yeah? Did I did front end? Here in log seems that I did front end. Swift front end. We have it settings. For expression. In settings you line. Range text. Do we have problems there? Unlikely. Settings. Of course, I closed log. Okay, where is that log? Premium banner view, calendar view. Here it is. What is the problem here? Line 221. Okay. Settings view, line. I do not see any problems here. Unlikely that is that. Where is my log? Frankly, I don't understand where is the problem here. And why it runs just fine when I'm running it on simulator or on device, but it fails when I'm trying to make archive. I don't see that this problem in that settings view, whatever. Unlikely. Then that should crash on runtime as well. Because it kind of works just fine. Okay. That's better error. So that looks like more like better error, but that's probably I made just now. Oh, it doesn't run on simulator as well. Okay, that's better. Because it was working just fine. Oh no, it works. It works on simulator. Okay, let's see. Let's click around if I will manage to crash the application. No, those are just breakpoints. We are good. Another breakpoint, still fine. This will do nothing on simulator because we don't have email up on simulator. The tab bar looks kind of strange for me now. I don't remember that background. It's probably changes in iOS in some iOS versions. It should, in my opinion, should color icon only. But I think that's probably some changes in iOS. So basically application works. Kind of works fine. Works as expected. This also is fine, that is fine. Those screens kind of works. Yeah, we are asking for premium function. That also kind of works. What the hell? Contacts. Rate up on the App Store will not open link because we don't have App Store on the simulator. I don't know. All works just fine. $16 GB or 24 Xcode and iOS simulator workflows. I have 16 GB RAM on my machine and sometimes I see low RAM warnings. So you will be fine. With 16 GB you will be fine. Do not buy 8 GB of RAM, you are not getting it so good. 24 is better, depends how easy it is for you to spend that money on that RAM, and depends how long you are planning to use that machine. If you are planning to keep it for a few years, no, maybe get those 24 gigs of RAM because you will not be able to add them later. But again, I'm working just fine on 16 gigs of RAM. Sometimes I'm running into RAM problems, but then you just kill a few applications and you are good. Oh, same, Michaela. The same for me. I used 8 GB of RAM for a while. I bought 2015 i5 13-inch MacBook Pro base model with 8 GB of RAM when I started freelancing. And I used it until 16-inch Intel MacBooks come out with 8 GB of RAM. It was kind of slowish, but fine. I could upgrade it a little bit earlier. It will not be easy upgrade, but I could upgrade it a little bit earlier, but I didn't want to buy a MacBook with that butterfly keyboard. And I recommend getting 8 GB RAM. Yeah, sure. And smallest SSD as well. Yeah, sure. Always that kind of depends on budget, you know. But yeah, agree. I had 2016 base model. Yeah. Did you hear Apple employees are not allowed to use ChatGPT? So that could be true. I easily believe into that. I believe that could be true. Okay, let's try one more time. And yeah, with those 80 gigabytes of RAM or 16 gigabytes of RAM, SSDs nowadays are very fast, and that swapping kind of getting so fast that you will not notice that much. But yeah, still kind of more is better. Okay. I don't really understand what's going on here. Let's ask ChatGPT. Maybe for me, it's already kind of looks like, oh, I will go to sleep maybe today. I don't understand why it is not running nicely. Let's ask ChatGPT. There will be some generous kind of, I don't know, very general answer, but maybe there will be some idea how to debug that. I don't know, to be frank. Oh, I posted all of that. Okay. Session was expired. Come on. I think ChatGPT just didn't want to deal with that problem. And session expired was excuse. I'm saying how could we solve this, but actually he or she. How could we solve this? Come on. Too long. Okay. One more time now. Okay. Cool. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Really? Too long? But I still have to read it. I still have to deal with that. That sweet compiler error is kind of bad. Not nice at all. It's common reason, not error. Or this. Syntax or compilator errors. Unlikely that is syntax error. Dependency issues. Unlikely because we don't have any dependency issues in runtime. Build settings mismatch. Probably. Maybe build settings are not configured correctly. That could be the reason. Are we going to ignore? But there, Michaela, there is kind of, there is a reason behind that why they are doing that. And that, I think, the reason is there are, for example, my freelance customer. For my freelance customer, we have kind of booking system here. You can book hotels. And as soon as customer kind of entered destination and kind of days where they like to kind of be, whatever, basically when we're starting search for booking, we could return that search almost always immediately, instantly, but we are showing some animation for kind of search, we are showing that we are kind of making calculations and looking for best possible kind of version for this request. There are tests and research and confirmations that users value answer more when they see that there is effort to make this, to provide information to them. I think maybe they are using the same approach in ChatGPT. And sure, when you know that this happens because of that, it becomes annoying when some services are making you waiting too long for no reason. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's psychological, yeah, thing, yeah. Do you plan to get Apple VR headset? I don't know yet, we'll see in presentation. Why do you archive for iPad? You should archive for any iOS device or... Yeah, that's, I understand you. But I did that for my iPhone as well. Basically, we had the same results and any device also the same result. Yeah, sure, let's try. Maybe that will magically work now for no reason, and I will be happy to take it. No, same result. And any iOS device, that's what I also kind of use it. That didn't work as well. I don't know, something is wrong in build settings probably. I don't know what exactly. Why? So version 3, that's kind of okay-ish theory. Do you use ChatGPT 4? Yes. If you do, is it worth money? That's very individual question. For me, probably I'm not using it enough to kind of say that it worth the money, but yeah, I don't know. File path or naming conflicts. Unlikely that would crash on runtime as well. System resources, no. Xcode bugs or issues. That could be true. So probably build setting mismatch. And in build settings, I don't like that this for some reason is red. Oh, I am logged out. Interesting. I'm logged out from my Xcode profile. Really? Accounts? Amazing. Oh, amazing. Your session was expired. My login for Apple ID is expired. That was the reason for all this crap. Oh, holy moly. Just amazing. Secret keyboard here. Okay, better now. That was very hard to find, right? Yeah, thanks Michaela for coming. And yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't get on your stream. I saw notification, but yeah. And thanks for coming, yeah. Okay, let's try to refresh it now. Okay, now it looks right. Now we should be able to archive. That was a good one. Hey, Ekaterina. Sveika. Good luck with your stream. Thank you. Yeah, we are kind of streaming for a bit already. Yeah, bye, Michaela. Yeah, that was cool. Okay, another build file. Why no? Okay, probably we need to clean project again, delete all the derived data. How long will it take me? I just started learning Swift and SwiftUI to make an app as big as Instagram. You're probably kidding. There are hundreds of developers working on Instagram app, and why should you make app as big as Instagram? I'm just curious about your reasons behind that as well, because that is not one person project anyways. You will not make, as one person, you will not make project like Instagram. That's just not possible. If you are talking about like those video courses where you're kind of looking, okay, let's make an Instagram app in 3, 4, 5, whatever hours or days, when you are kind of making some application which will post photos on, I don't know, on Firebase backend, for example. No, that's few months at least. But not kind of real Instagram. Instagram clone, all those kind of clones. Let's build Instagram today, or let's build WhatsApp. What else not? Those projects usually are way smaller and they are not kind of really copy all the kind of functions of real app. Just small subset of them. Okay, let's try to archive it one more time. Okay, we are fetching Swift packages. Yeah, that was perfect strike from the Xcode side. Log me out from the account and say nothing. Say that, oh, you have compiler errors. That was fun. Expired session. I could spend all night debugging that, you know. Products. Archive. Yeah, see you, Jay. Thanks for coming. I will wrap up sometime soon as well. It's 11 on the evening already. Probably I will upload this one and submit for review. And then I'll go back to my snorkeling application. I'll think about releasing that one. What else? One more error. Come on. Really? What don't you like now? Are we still logged out from the... No. I'm logged in. That's correct. What's now? What's... Huh. Everything is fine here now. But I didn't like how it was red when we opened it. Is it difficult to create user interface for Apple products? Yes and no. Depends. That's like any other project. Is it easy to create front end for a web app? Depends on app, you know. Depends on what you're trying to build. You can make crazy graphics, animations, all that stuff, or you can make it very simple, and then it will be easy. You have error in syntax. Really? Where? Let's try to just run it on the device. Or even better, let's try to run it on simulator to see it on the screen. I would just like to build some app which is unique to start my business. Since I'm on my own and just starting, I can't really imagine how big of app one person can make. Yeah, sure, something much smaller than Instagram. So unlikely we have syntax error because we can build and run the app on the simulator, so most likely project is fine. But probably we have some problems in project settings because we can't archive it. That's not cool. Okay, let's try. Device, product, archive. Do you thinking about switching sometimes to web dev or data engineer or something similar? No, I do not think about that because my kind of, let's say, end goal is building my own app business, my own product business. I'm building that's my kind of what I'm interested to do. Okay, let's try to switch project. Before I was logged out in Xcode from my developer's account for some reason. Let's try, if that was account only, I should be able to archive the snorkeling application, which I also updated. And if I will be able to archive this, then still we have some problems in project settings in that another project. Can you show log of build error? Yes, but let's do that later. Seems that probably this will archive, we'll see. Greatest respect to your channel and to you. Oh, thank you, the random coding channel. Thank you very much. Very good content. Thank you. Do you have employees? No, I don't have any employee. Oh, the same stuff here. So unlikely that is syntax errors. Probably I still have some problems with my account. I don't know what exactly. I'm logged in, yes. Something bad with certificates? Unlikely. Profiles kind of fetched. So yeah, you asked about error log. Here we have. Just started learning Flutter. What's your thoughts on Flutter? Flutter, in my opinion, is great tool to make small and quick MVP projects. Flutter falls apart often when you are building kind of bigger projects and how to maintain them for a while. Is it true that if you know one programming language, then it's easier to switch to another one? Yeah. It is so. How you ever got rejected because of copycat? Yes, I got rejecting, but that wasn't copycat. There are reasons, but they're naming rejection reasons. They're calling spam, but yeah, that was just false positive from their side. Oh, David, pods. We have pods in this project, but we don't have pods in another one. Maybe we can go back to that project where I definitely don't have any pods. I don't know what's going on, to be frank. Okay, I'm kind of more interested to get this project running. Sometimes, it happens. Probably I was logged out from the account that could magically start working after Xcode restart, for example. Not Xcode, but MacBook restart. That also could be so. Dumb shit happens, with Xcode. So let's go for this stuff, product, archive. Should I wait for M3 Mac Mini base model or buy M2 Max Mini base model with 16 gigabytes of RAM? You could, it can happen that you will need to wait for a while. No one knows when M3 will come out, you know. Will you be open to check, review, challenge viewers, app ideas or app MVPs? Would like you to show mine and be interested what you will say about it. Yeah, you know, I could do that. That could be interesting kind of experiment, but I don't know how valuable is my kind of opinion on MVP for project for if I'm not kind of target audience, you know. Yeah, that's some dumb shit with Xcode. You know what I will do? I'm streaming from PC. I should be able to restart MacBook just fine. Let's try. That's I don't know what else to do, frankly. We are restarting MacBook right now. Because I don't know, the main reason was I was logged out from the Xcode, and Xcode behavior when I'm kind of opening project and going to the different kind of build settings, I can see that it's acting weird, and I already restarted Xcode. Sometimes you just should restart Mac and pray a bit, and after that it starts working. What app for setting simulator you use? What do you mean by setting simulator? It'll be fun to hear you talk about it anyway. Maybe some thanks for future video and for engaging with the community. Yeah, that's a good idea, Gio. I don't know how many would like to get that feedback, and but I am kind of thinking about that providing that kind of feedback that could be useful. You know, I totally understand the reasons why you are kind of looking for that, especially if you are just starting. I'm just kind of I don't know, a little bit worry how valuable and how good my feedback will be and so on, because I don't really kind of, I don't know, roast someone too much to kind of, I don't know, to make them feel bad about the app and all that stuff. But what I'm thinking, okay, I will say that you can say maybe what you are thinking about that. I made that template on Gumroad, you know, and also I created, after that, 1 week later, I created short kind of video course, basically when I'm talking about the same template, when I'm talking about process, how to make indie apps, all that stuff. And yeah, next month is WWDC, everyone will be busy. I'm not planning to do anything in next month, but I'm thinking in August or September that could be cool to launch kind of like a community around that, idea, build iOS apps, indie iOS apps, and then we could, you know, make kind of calls in smaller group where I don't know, I will be, you will be, someone else will be, and we can kind of share ideas and kind of get feedback on them. That I think could be really great. But yeah. Right, view on simulator. Yeah, that's I just installed that application. That is a Rocket Sim. come on, where it is? Rocket Sim. This one, application. Okay, let's do one more time. Probably last time today. Archive. Any iOS device, product, archive. Typhoon, you're Riedelman. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can you make a living with making your own iOS apps? Yeah, sure you can. There are plenty of developers who are making living from their own apps. Okay. Amazing. We still have the same error. What the hell? I know one thing for sure, that is tomorrow's problem. I'm not kind of going to deal with that today. For expression. Okay, let's try to throw this to the chat GPT, because I have no idea what is that, why that's happening. I would like to participate in that, like sharing ideas and challenge each other. Yeah, exactly. Makes it more fun to build, and you kind of get early feedback from the community. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking about. But I'm not starting that just now, because next month, WWDC, you know, everyone will be kind of busy with that. And I should kind of think a little bit about that as well, because that's kind of commitment. Once you start it, you have to keep it going, you know, it's... I will be straight. I will ask what's wrong with Xcode. Okay. What's the reason? Compilation filer for your Swift code. Yeah, of course. Why it runs? Why can we build? Setting view appears lines 91. I was looking into those lines. I was looking into that code. It's kind of strange. Okay, let's take a look. Maybe. Why it is working just fine on simulator and on device, but doesn't work when we archive. (91 to 21) seem to do in the sentence here. 2021. And we didn't change anything here, even. What's wrong here? Okay, let's see what we are doing here. Items. What I'm doing here actually. Active plot. Okay. I see. Why it is problem now? Okay, let's try. Let's just comment this out and we'll see. Will that change anything? But it's very strange. Let's try to archive it now. Whatever, iOS iPad will work just fine. And I will would like to have chat here. Let's open chat here. Huh. What the hell? It archived. It was error here. Amazing. Amazing. Some files could not be transferred. Could it be folder? Yeah. So for some reason this part of code didn't allow to archive, but it was just fine for runtime. So we have to dig into this. Could you tell me, do you have freelance jobs from Upwork? I started on Upwork. Don't have freelance jobs anymore from Upwork, but I started there. Can you recommend senior level Swift and SwiftUI books or blogs? Hacking with Swift.com, there was Pro Swift and something like pattern architecture. I don't remember. Books. Testing Swift, it's kind of fine, but not exactly. Something like patterns. Swift design patterns. This book, I will suggest you to read that one. I don't know if Paul updated it. I bought it when Paul just released it, but basically that's kind of, you kind of getting understanding what is classic patterns, for example, like, I don't know, if you don't know what is singleton, for example, like that, you know, things like that. I would say this book is kind of good, you know. Oh, actually, I forgot to share the screen. Sorry. Yeah, the book is this one, Swift design patterns. Basically, yeah, you can learn about singletons, something else, different architectures. I don't know. That is kind of, yeah, delegation, how delegation works, stuff like that. But that book, I don't remember when I bought it. It is kind of oldish already, but I don't know, singleton is old as world, you know. What else? Something like that. You record video about apps for development. Mostly I'm using Xcode. Edis, hello, ciao. It's time to show your course if you have not done yet. Yeah, exactly. Everyone is going and buy my course. Yeah, sure. Have you ever coded an ERP for big startup using Swift? What is ERP? I need no, but I'm just kind of guessing what was the ERP. Okay, why this part decided no, to do not allow to archive the project? I have no clue. Sometimes it happens, then just file is too big for compiler and where the errors happens, but I don't know, that's not the case. 300 lines, that's completely fine for a class, that's nothing. And that is not very complicated function as well. That's super weird. That's super weird. That application works just fine on runtime, but you can't archive it. How that's even possible? Enterprise resource planning. No. And you know, that sounds more like something that Java developers will do. Yeah, amazing. That works just fine on simulator. Turn it off and on again. Andy, we even restarted MacBook. Didn't help. It's amazing. It runs just fine. Here is the settings. Yeah, here is the settings. Here is this code. That code works just fine in settings as well. We have no problem with it. Oh, come on. Let's kill that breakpoint. This code works perfectly fine on runtime. That is this code. Zero problems with it here. And for some reason, if you are trying instead of running it but archiving, it just gets compiler error. And it was working. That application is released and submitted in the App Store. It was working just fine before. So I'm just giving up and I will go and play video games. That's definitely a sign that I should drop this iOS development thing forever. Or I should go one Xcode version back and compile with it. I could do that, but I don't know, this is probably too late. Oh, hey Jeremy, hello. How are you? Long time no see. Are you streaming on Twitch? I didn't saw you on streams, but I can't say that I am often on Twitch anymore. I hate this error. I don't understand what's going on here. We had Jay and Michaela earlier today here in the chat. But both already are away. Holy moly, what is that? Why Xcode? Why are you doing that for me? Xcode S. Do I have previous Xcode version? Paused everything. Need to focus a bit on my projects. On freelance projects or indie projects? Yeah, that definitely helps to kind of put everything on pause to get something done. I'm keen to install Xcode 4.2 and see if that will compile. Let's install it. Archive is damaged. Why? Indie projects. Freelance is side job. Oh, cool. That's great. That's always good to invest time in indie projects. That's always great. Huh. Why don't you download? Okay, that's kind of silly. Interesting. Okay, this is weird. Let's close this project and open another project, which also didn't want to archive for some reasons. Okay, let's run this on device first, on simulator first, and then let's try to archive it. Horribly annoying errors. I'm spending half of today's stream on this silly Xcode project. And that started with, I realized that I am logged out from my developer's account in Xcode for some reason. And now I can build, I can run everything, but I can't archive project. That's very, 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 very strange. So this kind of works. Okay, let's switch. Poop, poop, poop. And try to archive. Why do you don't want to do freelance for jobs anymore? Why it's kind of Sergey, that's like any other job. Basically, you're kind of selling your life in small pieces, hour by hour. In my opinion, it's better to try to build your own business, because that's kind of more fun and more rewarding in different ways as well. Okay, there is some script execution error. Frameworks. Okay, at least we have different problem here. That's already kind of success. My kind of end goal, not end goal, that's my kind of current goal. What I would like to do next, basically work full time on my own applications only. That's what I would like to do in short term currently. End goal, this is not kind of really end goal. I don't know what is end goal. End goal sounds like end of the life kind of goal. What I would like to achieve, get it done in a lifetime. That's not really kind of end goal like that. But yeah, currently I would like to focus full time on my indie apps and content creation. That's what I would like to do. Are you logged out from developer's account in Xcode? I was logged out, but I definitely signed in. Maybe I should try to log out and sign in again. I am logged in. Maybe let's try to remove that account. No, I definitely have it removed. And let's move to another screen and sign in again. I was logged out from account, but seems that something is not kind of well here. Next goal. Yeah, next goal. Next goal for me is stop freelancing and work for myself only. Because when we are freelancing on, or when we are working in full-time jobs, we are kind of making money for someone else. When we are working for ourselves, then we are making money for us. And yeah, of course, we are getting paid. Oh, interesting. No, I can't log in anymore. Okay. Now I am logged in again. Okay, I created new Apple distribution certificate. I don't know if that was needed or not. Let's download all the profiles. Let's close this. Let's again clean build folder. And let's close Xcode. Let's delete derived data. I don't know what else we can do. Throw MacBook out of the window and buy a new one, maybe. But not sure that will help. So let's delete derived data and let's try to do it all again. Good choice. If I may say, doubling down on indie apps and content creation is the way to go. Good luck with that. Thank you. Hope you will reach your goal of 10k. Yeah, I hope. Yeah, I will say when I will reach that goal of 10k, then I will do not freelance anymore. That's what I decided for myself. So I'm kind of far away from that yet, still far away from that. Okay, let's try one more time. And if that will not work, I'm throwing MacBook out of the window and going to sleep. How long have you been into iOS development? I started freelancing as iOS developer professionally. I started freelancing as iOS developer in 2016. And at the end of 2016, I dropped my full-time job. Yeah, it still doesn't work. Just for fun, let's try one more project. How that's possible that I have... Okay, let's try this one. Let's archive this one. Do you have a specific plan on how to reach that number? More apps or improving existing apps of yours? More apps and more products. So I created that. I created course about that indie app development. That could be project itself as well, you know. Content creation. So growing my YouTube channel and general kind of online presence. This project works. I can archive this project. So that's those project settings in other two projects. Not cool, but okay. So yeah, I'm kind of more focused on multiple kind of small revenue streams to make it in kind of one relatively big number. Because sure, you can create one application and build that one application to 10k MRR, more or less, whatever. It's technically possible, but that's kind of scary place to be, in my opinion, because, you know, if you have just one indie app and that is your only revenue channel, that could be a bit scary to go all in and live from that one application only. What will happen if, I don't know, someone will come in the market and you will have a big and strong kind of competitor and they will start winning you in App Store. So what will you do? You know, that's kind of scary thing. Therefore, I kind of like more to have multiple smaller revenue streams. more than one app in the App Store. Currently I have 4 or 5, I don't know, 5. But not all of them are kind of successful. But yeah, kind of more revenue from multiple apps, revenue from content creation, and revenue from digital products like courses, stuff like that. Your content is awesome. You inspire me to do my product and I have some profit from it. Nice, great. But I still work as iOS developer full-time. Yeah, Sergey, I'm working full-time as a contractor or freelancer as well. So I'm kind of making about the same money from all the other kind of revenue streams, like from freelancing, but yeah, still sitting on kind of 2 jobs. Okay, so what I found that I can build and archive my fitness timer application. That works just fine. I can't build my freediving application. Interesting fact that I added into the freediving application and habit tracker application. I added email sending functionality. I really don't think that should impact all that so badly, but probably that is the problem, because I do not see anything else what could impact that. Let's see. I will comment out that email sending functionality and archive it. So compiler do not show any errors here, and that functionality works. I just tested on device, but that is kind of only thing that I changed in both of the projects. That's kind of, I don't know, dumb guessing. That should not be error accordingly logs from Xcode, but let's test this theory before throwing this relatively expensive MacBook out on the window. Archiving. Okay. My doggo gave up and sleeping next to me. Usually he's in the bed again at this time. Not again, already I mean. Okay, here is, yeah, we have to comment out this one as well. One more time. Yeah, line 1 to 4, yeah, exactly, thank you. If it will archive now, that's very, very, very strange. Okay, thanks God, it is not archiving. Otherwise, I will be very confused at how that can impact. But this part is not less confusing. If we're commenting out this part, then we can compile, and that is very confusing. That's enough for today. I will try to deal with this tomorrow. Okay, let's turn it back. Yeah. Cases like that just sucks, but sometimes it happens that you just need to turn your Mac off and go to sleep and come back to the problem on the morning. Line 182 probably is error. Why? It works just fine in runtime. You know what is confusing? Then say it works in runtime, but doesn't work when we are trying to archive. I have no explanation for that. And also those changes are in production already. That part is already in production, released and works just fine. That's very, very, very strange. I don't know. That definitely is tomorrow's problem. Yeah, problem is here for some reason. But I have no explanation why that works in runtime but doesn't work when you're trying to archive. So yeah, I will come back to this tomorrow. I will say enough is enough. And yeah, Gio, thanks for feedback. That was very valuable, and that's good idea to take a look on those MVPs and discuss, give feedback. I think that could be some like group therapy for indie developers. But let's go back to that in July. Oh, actually in July I will be in vacation for 3 weeks. So probably August. But we could make, yeah, actually we could make some closed group on Discord maybe. Yeah, we'll see. I will think about that. It sounds good, but let's make decisions on that on morning on fresh head. Because actually that could work, For those who finished that course, we could send invite to closed Discord kind of group. And then in the Discord we could do all those things, just to review apps and just to share feedback. And then that could be easier because on Discord everyone can turn on cameras and we can have some discussion, So you, for example, can present your app, say what you are thinking, and then everyone can provide feedback as well. That actually could work, I think. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. Where is my another mouse? Here it is. So that's about it. It was fun until it was bad. Your comment, Marcelo. Hey guys, thanks for amazing content. Oh, you're welcome and thank you for feedback. Your videos help me a lot to return my passion to programming. That's great. Oh, actually, we should somehow trick Jeremy to join that group as well if we will have that, because Jeremy has just amazing design eye and he could provide amazing feedback. Yeah. Okay. Have a great weekend, everyone. Tomorrow it's work day in Latvia, but I'm not working, but maybe I will streaming tomorrow. I don't know yet. We'll see. Okay. See you next time online. And yeah, bye-bye. And Jeremy, good luck with your indie project. Just send message and you'll be there. Amazing. That could be really great. Oh, Britcodes. Hey, hello. You were there. Hello. Thanks for being here. Yeah, have a great weekend, all. Bye.